So every so often, there's some jackass that jumps on some YouTube video, a podcast, an online article, talking about this idea of the superhero movie bubble bursting. That at some point, very close in the future, we're all going to experience DC and Marvel fatigue. That these movies are just going to, keep on pumping out one or two every year, and we're just going to stop seeing them just because we're over it. Bullshit, sir. Exhibit A, this trailer, because oh my god, one of the reasons we keep going back, not just because we're blind fanboys and fangirls, the reason I keep going back is because, one, a movie is a commitment. Comics, they're, literally hundreds made every month, but a movie, that's a commitment. And the fact that you got to commit to what's being shown on the screen, and not only that, but give me something new to look at, that there's always new and inventive ways to sort of explore that person's character, their power set, and the fact that you can go ahead and show me something enough to get me hyped without ruining the whole movie. Whoever is at the Marvel marketing team, whoever is cutting these trailers, kudos. Love you. In the same shot in which you're able to kind of show us the new shiny Tony Stark toy, the Apple Watch Emergency Iron Man Gauntlet, it's not just for show. It's not just like, ooh, and ah kind of moment. It's the fact that, no, he's got to break that out in order to stop a bullet from coming straight to his head, and not from, a shooter that's off in the distance, but from the Winter Soldier that's like literally 2 feet from his face. The gun is literally like maybe 6 inches from his head, and he's got to stop that with the gauntlet. In that one shot, we get the new shiny toy, and we get the stakes immediately upped. And I'm sorry, I was one of those people where I was like, yeah, it's Civil War, but it's Disney, it's Marvel. We know Phase 3 is coming up. We know they're going to kiss and make up because they got to be able to save the rest of us, worthless civilians, when Thanos shows up. I'm not so sure. I just don't know what's going to happen by the end of this movie. We get that shot of Tony Stark ripping off the War Machine mask in order to see a sort of battered Rhodey, Don Cheadle. And everybody keeps saying, like, they're not going to kill War Machine. They're not going to kill War. I don't know, man. They might actually do it. And if you're familiar with the comic book Civil War, they might kill you-know-who. I don't want it to happen because I'm not mentally and spiritually and physically prepared for that kind of trauma to happen to me. But, dude, this 30 seconds is enough to convince me that they might be nuts enough to go ahead and try to do that. And that's incredible that in 30 seconds they're able to do that. Mic drop. Marvel. I also like the fact that they still haven't shown us Spider-Man. We know that Peter Parker is going to show up in this movie in some kind of capacity. We know that. And they still have refused to show us. I do have a very, very strong suspicion that, that panning shot of Tony Stark's side when they're both kind of like squaring off on one another, it's only 5 of them. And at the very end is Black Panther. I have a very strong suspicion that on the other side of Black Panther is going to be Peter Parker, because as any comic book reader is going to be able to tell you, if you've got that money shot of like the two sets of good guys kind of going to war against one another, you need 1 for 1. You need 1 for 1. So you can't have one side have 6 and the other side only have 5. It just doesn't work. You got to have 6 and 6. So I'm going to get so excited. Oh my God. Okay. So yeah, tell me what you think. Comment below, subscribe, do whatever it is that you feel the need to do, and I will talk to you later, okay? I love you, bye!